Hello guys, it's me, Mythos, back at it again with yet another evening WAN. Your typical report, and at this point you know it. It doesn't matter if it's morning, it doesn't matter if it's night, we bring in the heat, we bring in the energy, and we bring in the drama. Well, not so much drama going on today, honestly. If we go and check it right here, Booyakasha, we have G2F Sports, Film Entertainment. For those who know, this is basically from the Aussie arm wrestler live stream about the arm wrestling reality show that this man, this myth, was creating. If we check it right here. There we go. The man, the myth, the Greg. So if we go back at it again, they're showing these matches. They're very short, so I'm not gonna play it, but as you can see, it's a pretty dramatic setup, and we have two very good pullers. And then if we go to the next video, Booyakasha, we have Marcio Barboza, and he's back, and this one is a bit longer. So could you guess what happened? Well, check it out, come back and tell me what happened. And don't forget, like, subscribe, no comments, that's not good. Lovely to see Barboza back. Yes, very good. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share. On to the next one. Booyakasha. And we are back with arm wrestling news, the OG news, and this was a disappointment. So, to talk about it a bit shortly, we have Hermes Gasparini, one of the greatest arm wrestlers ever. Boom! He hits that shit, he hits that open top roll kind of type deal, and they are training through that movement together with Brian Shaw, and Hermes is basically trying to be Leonidas Arcona. But that's where the problem lies. That's what Pradeep means with the title. Hermes is trying to pull like Leonidas, but in that process, he's not really pulling that well. And he's also talking about how we didn't really get to see full-blown gladiator power. We didn't get to see Brian Shaw really tested in these practice pulls. We didn't get to see his progression for real. They are still hiding it a bit. And that's a bit of a disappointment. We get this collab, we're waiting for the practice pull, and then we don't really get to see that much practice pulling. Or well, I guess they are practicing. We don't really get to see a full-blown showdown, you know, to really see Brian Shaw tested. But at the same time, to play devil's advocate, Brian Shaw did say in his videos before that he was feeling a bit of pain and a bit of discomfort, so it makes sense if they didn't go all out. But still, man, we had this collab. It will be really nice to see more of it. There are other things that Pradeep is talking about in this video, so if you would like to know more in depth, then of course, as you can see right here, you should go and check it out. Problem 2, and then there is a third problem. So check it out. Booyakasha on to the next one. The man, the myth, the Tom. In this video, it's all about the arm wrestling. Is it bigger than ever? What do you guys think? Is arm wrestling bigger than ever? Because if we look at the numbers, it sure will seem like we are doing good. Wouldn't it be like so? Wouldn't it be a very nice view count? Arm wrestling seems to be bigger. Or is it? Because, yeah, we are getting views. But who is really getting the views? I think it's Devon. I don't know if arm wrestling is growing per se, or if it's Devon that's growing. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I mean, how many of you would really watch arm wrestling if it wasn't for Devon? That's like the grand question that we keep asking time and time again, because we are not really sure what is going on with the numbers. At least us, the normal peasants. East vs West probably has a bit better of an outlook on that, but it's neither here nor there. The point of this video is that arm wrestling is doing well, and we are doing great, and it's going better. And we are also going to talk about this question a bit further down on this video. So we move on to the next one, Booyakasha. Hermes on when he will face Devon again. As you can see, Hermes, since the loss, has been training and he's been getting better. It's not the same Hermes that faced Devon the first time. And indeed, oh wait, what? What is going on? Oh no! Oh god, not the sound again. I have troubles in paradise. What is going on? Why is the sound not playing?
His hand and wrist are no
There we
longer
go, now it's back. Oh lord. I don't know what happened. This is the first time it happens. Not good at all.
the same as it was before. And on Brian Shaw's podcast, he was asked when he would like to face Devon again. And here's his answer.
So basically, after June, that'll kind of dictate where you go. Like, that'll be the main focus. And then from there, but probably you'll compete again this year, I would assume, right? Like at some point, maybe this year, later this year.
Now we will see, because the organization want to see how will be the next event, because he will fight Laletin. Maybe after this he will rest and he will fight again Levan,
Sure.
And maybe I will go with Laletin before him. We will see.
Yeah.
Now I want to be focused only against Morozov.
And that's pretty much it. I will not rip off more of the content. I was just trying to understand what is happening here with my recording software. But everything is fine. I think you heard him. You heard him loud and clear. If you didn't hear him, basically, right now he wants to focus on the upcoming Morozov match. He's not really focusing on Devon because the league is talking about the Vitali match, how that will go, and then if Devon will be facing Levan again or not, if he will be cutting weight, and so on and so forth. We know that Devon is a busy guy and he needs to be booked for many things. So with that being said, on to the next one. Booyakasha. Rise after you fall. Dragon's Den arm wrestling. So, getting stem cells with Cody Wood. I don't know how many of you remember Cody Wood because it's been some time, but it's this beautiful Jesus-looking ginger mofo. Great arm wrestler. I was wondering what happened to him, why we didn't see him in a very long while, but apparently he got injured. Like what's going on? Why is everybody getting injured, man? This is so sad to see, but at the same time, my man's still jacked. So I hope he comes back swiftly. He did do the stem cells in this video. That's what it's basically about. And he was showing like all the tests and how everything went. So really fun video to see. It's like YouTube is kind of listening to what I'm saying in these videos, because I've been time and time again throughout this whole series in the last week been saying how we need more stories, how we need more arm wrestlers to talk about themselves. And then YouTube drops this gem. It's like a new kind of deal, something that I hadn't seen before, more about Cody Wood and about the thing that the Phoenix, the shirt that he did. Oh my god, how good that was. Immediately I was like in love with the character, who he is as a person. And then him being a runner before arm wrestling, like I saw only one video and I'm immediately more interested to know how he will rise after his fall, It's really cool to see. So I'm really excited to see when Cody will be back, and to also hear his updates that he will make now in the next coming month after the stem cell therapy. That being said, another cool guy that's back, Coach Ray. My man Coach Ray is back. He has done a couple of videos, one of them being Brian Shaw is preparing a press for Leonidas King's move. And there he's analyzing both the footage of Leonidas Arcona and then the footage that he saw with Hermes and Brian Shaw. And even Ray is agreeing that there is both a blessing and a curse with this type of training. Hermes is way stronger than Brian Shaw in the specific arm wrestling movements. He could technically blast him. At the same time, he's the perfect candidate to really show, because of his build, how Leonidas Arcona will be on the table. He has the right measurements. Although, here lies the next problem. When you're so strong at the arm wrestling table, and when you are the senior, and the junior is working, sometimes, because you can't really calculate it perfectly, you give a bit more to the junior than you should. They should work a bit more. And that's unfortunately the way that the game goes. So with that being said, on to the next one. Booyakasha. And you know who this is? The man, the myth, the Tom! Back at it again. Leonidas hires to prepare for this. The press, the clamping, the freight train. So, Brian Shaw,
defensively slipping enough to, be dynamic enough to get a slip, essentially.
This move is devastating. This move, they're clamping down and they're pressing down and the madness. Will Leonidas be able to slip? That's a question that Tom himself is making this video. It's a great question. Will he be able to slip? I believe because he has enough of those Devon tricks, he has listened and he has learned that perhaps Leonidas might be able to slip better than what Brandon Allen did. And Leonidas is currently looking really good on those table practices. So the match, like I've said before, will be interesting. But I do believe at the end of the day, there can only be
dynamic enough to get
one
a slip, essentially.
freight train.
So you saw how hyped up Brian was after this round. This is a real.
That power, that intensity. I really love to see Brian pull, especially when he's winning. So cool.